So just as d dx of e to the x, so I'll write this down. So now we know d dx of e to the x equals e to the x. Pretty simple. Now we have the integral of e to the x dx. Okay? And then this is going to be kind of exactly what you would think. It's just going to be e to the x plus c. Okay? And here again, we're working with the original, the coefficient of x we're considering is 1. So it looks pretty simple. However, then when you get into the, here I'll give the more complicated version. That's a plus sign. Hold on, let me rewrite that. That still doesn't look too good, but it's okay. So kx plus b, and then dx. That is a d. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is going to equal our normal e to the kx plus b. And then, in order to compensate for when we actually derive to get back here, we have to have a 1 over the coefficient of x, which is k, right? And then plus our c at the end. So you can always, once you anti-differentiate or anti-derive, then you can differentiate to get back to what you have in the integrand in order to check that you did your calculus correctly. Okay, so let's do a quick example of the integration. We have integral of negative x times e to the 3x squared. Whoa, we cannot see that. Hold on, let me rewrite that. So we have integral negative x times e to the 3x squared of dx. Okay, so we're just going to figure out what this is. And it's an indefinite integral, so we don't have to find a value. So in this one, and this 3x squared, that's the exponent of e. I'm sorry, it's so far away. But so we're going to have to do u substitution here. So u, we could make 3x squared, and then our du would consequently be 6x dx, right? And then what I like to do is get the dx alone, so then we can just sub it in, like it is u substitution. So let's get the dx by itself. So dx is going to equal du, right, over 6, oh, that turned out weird, hold on, over 6x, okay? So now see here how we can plug all of this in for the du spot, okay? So this whole thing, once we do u substitution, we can bring the negative outside just to make it easier. So negative, and then we have our x. We can substitute u in for 3x squared, so e to the u. And then for dx, we're subbing this stuff in. So then we have du over 6x, okay? And see here how the x's, they can cancel conveniently, right? So then we're left with, let's see, and now we have a 1 over 6, right, in front of the du. So we can also, just because that's the constant, bring that outside of the integral. So we have eu du. So kind of simple from here on out. So then we have 1 over 6. And once we anti-differentiate, we just get e to the u plus c, right? And then our last step is plugging in what we have in terms of x's for the u. So then our final answer is going to be negative 1 over 6 e to the 3x squared plus c. Okay? So that's it for that.